Okay, I got mine. I got mine started too. It don't matter. I'll stream all my game. No matter what. No matter what. Okay. No matter what. The Packers and the Bears.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. For the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Well, they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Trubisky will throw.
Go, baby. Let's go.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll
hold your block, man.
Losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, come on.
It's intercepted.
Hey, curve back, man. Come on.
And his
Shit is
guys are going to
retarded.
take over
Fuck
at the
does that?
39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Out to his left. Looking deep for Gabriel.
Ooh, pick that!
Intercepted.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first
Damn.
drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about
Shit,
defensive
joke,
backs' hands.
fucking joke.
What really actually happens, you don't
Fuck
get many
outta here.
opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now Cohen. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time and a 1st. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
Fuck out of here, man.
Long night for the defense, because
Go,
someone's
man.
going to run for some big yards.
Get that motherfucker
Called
hurt.
a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Coach, man.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play action with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize that it's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. They
What?
wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them.
I like it,
completion,
Martinez game.
excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And his kick here
I like that
is
Martinez
good.
guy.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of changes in the offseason for Green Bay, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see a severe shakeup there. But the best thing for them, Aaron Rodgers, still in a Green Bay uniform. 16 games from Aaron Rodgers always makes Green Bay a contender for a Super Bowl crown.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 67 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Bears last season, Charles, as they come out here, a 2-game improvement, but when you go from 3-13 to 5-11, not enough to save their coaching staff. So in comes 40-year-old Matt Nagy. He's the new head coach and seems to be bringing a new optimism with him.
Yeah, and you hate to put too much on the shoulders of not just a new head coach, but a second-year quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. But this is the city of broad shoulders, and I think that he has them, and he's looking forward to working with this new crew. And similar to teams that really elevated with coaching changes, the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams last year, I think that can happen here in Chicago as well because of the structure they'll put in place for this quarterback. Head coach who knows quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, they will really work with this guy, and I think that this team has a chance to roll.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to be. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. His throw Incomplete.
Pick
Trey
that.
Burton, the one he was looking for. And
Pick
that'll make it
that,
third
baby.
down.
Let's go, man.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They go play action. Trubisky, he'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
319! 319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Oh,
And a hit
oh,
charted
that's what
loose.
I had there. You
It's
should have caught that,
incomplete.
bro. It's in your hand.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator
shit,
right
what's in
now
there?
who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Zip! Hey, check 26! Jump out!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Come on, man.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark it down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it.
Go, baby. Let's go. None of that.
And
Let's go.
forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he
baby.
was planted in the backfield.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. End up letting them
Go,
through.
baby.
And end up
Field goal.
tackling for
Field
a
goal.
loss.
And the D
Make it to the
not
field
yielding
goal.
much
Let's
there.
get it.
He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Get it, man.
That run didn't
Field
get
goal.
very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go get Kenny.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Good shit, baby. Good shit. Good lick. Good fucking lick, boy. Good fucking defense. Good fucking
Once you get into the red
defense.
zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be
Good
quick with your
fucking
delivery. Not
defense.
much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up
Oh
extra
shit,
space.
you ain't gonna get it.
just
I'm
because
telling you,
there's
you ain't
not
gonna get
space
it.
for
I'm telling you
receivers
right
to run
now.
through.
I promise you
This
that.
defense, hold them out. Here we go
Nah,
now.
you don't
4th and
get it.
goal
Let's
from
go,
the 2.
baby. Let's go. Let's go. You ain't gonna get it.
They'll run forward.
Come on, man. You didn't do nothing. You didn't react.
Touchdown,
The fuck out of here. Didn't even react, man. I was right there setting position. Didn't do shit.
2 yards out, and the Bears are in for 6.
So I ain't even mad. It took him 4 tries.
Extra
Let's go.
point right down the middle.
Let's
And
get
the
it.
lead is now 10-7.
Ready for him.
Set now to kick this one away.
Shouldn't even got in, cause that was some bullshit. Dude didn't even. Dude ran. I don't know what that fucking linebacker was doing. He ran, motherfucker. He was just running around dumbfounded. Even nobody didn't touch him.
This
He's supposed to shot the gap.
back out there now, and as they do, Charles,
fucked up
one
the
thing to
game,
point
man.
out that we saw a second
shot
ago
the fucking gap.
are some of the new rules in the NFL this year
That
regarding
would be straight.
kickoffs.
He'd have been
Yeah,
tackled in the backfield.
nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would put them together, 2 or 3 guys?
Yes, sir.
No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
On the crossing route, complete.
man.
It's Adams.
Catch.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a
Good
first
catch,
down.
man. Good catch.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't
right
100
here.
the magic number
Why
for
not?
a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ryan, y'all gotta
And
do
they went the
something.
wrong
Y'all
way
gotta do
there,
something,
losing
Ryan.
yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, come on.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Come on, in your hand, baby. In your hand, you gotta catch it.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
319. Hey, check 26. Done. Stay Mike. Looking good.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's how you go get it. That's how you go get that. That's how you go get it. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Cash out, baby. Cash
One of the
out.
cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle,
That's how you
need
go
to make
get
it.
it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to
Cash out,
happen
baby.
because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Cordero ain't
With a
going
marker
nowhere,
down,
man.
he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Get some, let him get through. Let him get through.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. This is
I stopped him. He had the pick. My bad, bro. I clicked on the ball, but my bad.
They give him a gain of 38.
Oh my God, I'm so
stupid.
Okay, good shit.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Let's get it right here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Watch this.
On 1st down, Trubisky.
No, you ain't going nowhere.
To his left.
That motherfucker knocked out. Get his ass knocked out doing that bullshit. Let's go, man.
Gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hell no. Hell no. He ain't running it in like that. You know what he did last time was a struggle.
He's down to about the 2-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This is Cohen on the toss.
Oh, come on, man. The damn camera, man. Did some dumb shit. Good shit.
A great effort
some
there.
Damn shit.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening
Fuck out here. Camera in the sky and shit.
The Bears are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd.
Oh!
Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
My bad, Aaron. That's on me. That's on me, bro.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I can't be mad.
That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Let's go, man.
As it'll
shit
come
ain't
with
easy out here
36
breaking,
ticks to go in
shit
half number
easy,
1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. And some room to maneuver. Going right side here, and that's complete.
This shit, man.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, have a good when you keep moving and moving this shit. That's all right. Good shit.
And now we
like
won't
that.
see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky's first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Jump out! Hey. Zoom. No.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. So we reach halftime here in our initial Sunday night. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
Yeah, spark I needed, baby. Spark I needed.
Just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
I'll take that.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's all the way up past the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Play action. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Let's go. Red,
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. It's
Come on, Aaron Rodgers.
This one is incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws.
God.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets it all
What's
the
up
way
now?
down in.
What's going on? Me and Bacon playing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football
No,
game.
I know what to do.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to press
I'm
this
on
one
the
forward
1 yard
as
line.
they
Nigga, what you
stop
talking
him
about?
right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first
Shit, I
down
was
keeper.
winning. It's all good. I'm coming back.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz
21-24.
even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll Rodgers with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now it's Patterson.
Let's go, baby.
Across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Take you forever to get over
And they'll
there.
get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Move.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Go famous Amos.
Take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Here's Rodgers, looking to throw on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Green 18.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This is a jive. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final.
Let's go, man.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky.
Why is nobody down on that goddamn play?
Touchdown.
The same goddamn play, man.
From 6 yards away. And
Shit.
the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Watch that shit. Look at it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Jumbo! Zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now here is another interception.
Had him too. Didn't even fucking jump.
Jackson picks it. And the possession is theirs.
Didn't even fucking jump. That's cool. Didn't even jump.
3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there. In a little bit of jeopardy.
Man.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Motherfucker hurt.
To me, 300 yards still signifies
Knock that
excellence,
bitch out.
and he's achieved that in this performance.
Knock his ass out.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. A dump off for Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought
his ass
down.
out.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and...
And that is caught.
Oh, he caught that shit. He threw the double coverage. Look at that shit. What a bad pass. They gave him that shit. That is a bad pass.
Now the try here.
Get the fuck out of here. Good shit. Oh my God.
Point after, right down the middle.
That is
the
some
decision
bullshit.
to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I gotta go back and look at that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Okay.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. Steps away to his left. Now a desperate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Blue 58.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD. Time is running.
What's up, big? What's up, man?
Next week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year. Week 1, you had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here.
Y'all from H-Town.
Good game, baby.
We'll head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Man, that was some bullshit. That motherfucker shouldn't have caught that pass in the end zone. That was some bullshit over 2 people. That motherfucker, that was some bullshit. I thought I picked that.
Next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
He held on to that one. That was broken to lose.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm...
Yeah, that shit. That was terrible.
Let's go, Mike D. What? That's tripping. I like my nice little running game. Like that. Defense pretty, they straight. They ain't bad. I think some of y'all get some bags. That's good here. Shoulda, man, that motherfucker. Give me that. Yeah. Okay. Got a lot of upgrades.
That was a terrible game.
I changed it up. I kind of changed it up on you a little bit. The way you wouldn't. I know you expecting certain shit. I changed my playbook and everything. That way you wouldn't know what I was doing. I'm gonna test what I'm gonna do every game. I said, yeah, he know them other play been watching. He won't know where I'm going. And I watch and see where your linebacker at. I'm watching that from now. I used to not do that.